Today's destination is 5 Mile Creek. It's just south of Sugarloaf Key. And if you look for Baby's Coffee along US 1, just in back of Baby's Coffee, you're going to find a residential area, and this is the map for getting to the residential area in the put-in spot. There's an empty lot. I'm not sure who owns the empty lot, but I've seen other people put in kayaks there, so I took a chance. And I took the inside route. There's actually a canal route that goes through the island. I wouldn't do that again because the bridge that you just saw was really low. So on the way back, I stuck to the outside. Now, once you get through the canal, you're going to just bear left, hug the bank, and that's where the deep water is. And once you're in open water, it becomes pretty obvious where the US 1 bridge is, and that's what you're heading for. So you head for the US 1 bridge. Now, this is the bridge that Flagler built to haul freight back up to the mainland that used to come in through Key West. Key West was the richest city in the country due to shipping. And this is the bridge. Now, of course, another bridge has been built to handle the heavy traffic, and that's the one we're going under now, but they run parallel and right next to each other. If you look to the right, you'll see a large mangrove mound, and that's what we're heading for. Once you get over to that mound, look to the right again, and you're going to see this clump. Head over to the clump, and then look back in the direction you just came, and you're going to see these 3 antennas. You spot the antennas, you start heading over. About halfway, you'll notice the entrance to the creek. Once into the creek, you're in a different world. I mean, the wind was probably blowing 15 knots. Once in the creek, the wind has very little effect on the water. In fact, any of the texture you see here is from the current. Yes, it was a strong current. It was a long ride up, but a quick ride back. Was absolutely beautiful coming back. I would say it was probably about 3 knots, so you just traveling along. The hardest part was actually steering, because as far as propulsion, the current itself was taking you along, and this is just to give you an idea of the movement through the canal coming back. And here's a map showing again the route, and I took an outside route going back, and then we're back at the put-in spot. Time to relax, call it a day. But I was surprised when I got to my motorcycle and I found this notice. The whole thing looked a little fishy to me. It was printed on what would be a brochure size piece of paper. There's no badge number for the officer, and it says my vehicle will be towed. And this is the part that I really didn't quite get. Note, remove Arizona tag. Well, the Arizona tag is actually a political bumper sticker. And also notice that there's no timestamp on this, so the 6 hours begins at what time, and you could tell there was no copies made. So this didn't have a good feel, so I thought I really don't want to recommend that other people put their kayaks in there. So I traveled 2 miles up the road to Sugarloaf Lodge, and I'd heard you could put your kayak in there, and I went in. You walk to the back, follow the dock back, talk to the people in the office, sweet people. It's $3 to put your kayak in. What a little slice of heaven. Would have saved me 4 miles on the trip. I wouldn't have had the sticker police going after my motorcycle. And the best part is you can stop at Baby's Coffee on the way back and get yourself a nice cup of coffee. Well, thanks for watching, and I look forward to you watching the next one. See ya.